Well. Let's turn down this beautiful music at Porsche. I wonder if that's like how much longer is actually left because I don't want to get done with the copyright thing. Yeah, there's one more song. So, there's a repeating somewhere, but that's all good. Yes, I did say that you missed the one earlier. Spot on. Hold on, is there sound coming through my headphones? There's audio coming through my headphones. That's not great. Ah, it's from my Twitch. Okay, so I might just show you what I'm looking at real quick. Okay, so here we go. We got a little screen share here. Still only running off one monitor. So I've got my Twitch in the background here, which is going to be muted now. I've got my YouTube on my laptop just over here. I don't even know if I can see that. So it means that we're going to be sort of switching between screens still. Still in the process of setting things up, obviously, but happy to be back. Good to see you again, DVS. It's been a long ass time. I don't quite know what we're going to be going on with today, but I thought I'd have a little bit of fun. Try a little bit of multi-streaming because again, this is sort of just going to be slowly getting back into the groove of things. I've got like a small little list of things that could be fun to do today. None of them are actually like they're all CG adjacent, but in terms of what we're actually making today, not 100% sure. I might play around a little bit with. Hold on, I'm going to sign into my bloody chat on my Twitch here. I always love. There's always something left that I've forgotten to do. But I might play around a little bit with some flip fluids today if we're able to. But I thought, oh dear. Let's make sure I'm actually showing my password when I'm signing into here. And I got a request on my phone. Alrighty, sound is good, beautiful. Thank you very much. That's good. Sounds good. I know lighting's a little bit dodgy. It probably won't get. I mean, let's see if we can change anything. Jesus, I mean that's just a green light. That's not really helpful at all. But again, this is all sort of slowly getting back into the gist of things. I'm using my little Insta360 camera. As you can see, it's getting quite dark out at the moment. It is currently 8:12 here in London. It's been an absolutely beautiful day. I'll be honest, it's been a beautiful past couple of days. Honestly, since spring started, it's been almost lovely, pretty much almost every single day. It's currently 8:12 in the afternoon, or in the night, I guess. I think there's going to be a little like this. I think it's like a 20-second delay still, unfortunately, which is a bit grim. But yeah, it's 8:12 here in London. Daylight saving just switched over, which means we do get later and later sunsets, which is beautiful. What time is it over there for you, DVS, at the moment? Because I'll say as well, I don't know if I mentioned this. Actually, I might not have mentioned this because I was sort of offline for a while. But one of the things that I sort of struggled with when I first moved over here to the UK was the time zone. Not just the time zones, but like the fact that it would get dark so quickly. So like London's known for sort of being grey and gloomy at times. And holy fuck, it's midnight. Mate, I am sorry. You gotta get to bed soon. Jesus. Look, I'll finish my story and I'll give you a little update on where we'll be going with this as well. Because obviously it's late at night. It's 8:15 for me now. But I guess the game plan is I want to try and do more like UK time, sort of those 9, 10, like 10 in the morning to sometime in the early to late afternoon sort of streams. So hopefully that's a little bit better because that would be what if it's 8 p.m. now. Imagine 10 hours earlier, so to be like 2 p.m. for you, so like more of a reasonable time. So you're not going to be staying up till the crack of dawn, and hopefully it also works a little bit better. Worldwide vibes too. But I do seriously appreciate being in here as well, even if it's just for a moment. I will say, so yeah, it's been during the winter time in London. It was definitely very very difficult. It'd get dark the sun would go down at like 3:30, 4 o'clock at times. It was like extremely short daylight times. The sky felt really low. It was just really like gloomy and cloudy, which is why you might have seen on Instagram that I was sort of jet setting everywhere but London. I thought since I haven't been able to find animation work and I didn't have a computer at the time to do freelancing, I thought fuck it, let's just take advantage of what we got. Super cheap flights and sort of flew to anywhere there was sun or somewhere fun. So, I mean, a little summary of spots. I ended up hitting like 14 countries or something, but I went to I did a month in Montenegro, went to like Bosnia and Croatia there, which was amazing. I went back there over over New Year's as well, which is incredible. I got to go to Norway, Sweden, Finland to see some like actual real snow, which was really nice. So, because I'd seen snow like once or twice in Australia, but not proper everywhere snow. And it was nice to go to the top of Norway in this place called Tromsø and see like some of the most amazing snow ever, which you would have seen on the live stream actually. Then because in January it was still pretty gloomy. I went and looked up essentially where the sun is in Europe, and I went down to Portugal. So I went to Lisbon. I went to the south of Spain as well. So I went to Barcelona, Alicante, and Palma. Went to Marrakesh as well. So went off to Morocco. Spent a couple of days there. Then went on some trip to the desert. So we went on like a 3-day hike out, 3-day bus ride out to the Sahara, which was sick. Like a return trip that was beautiful as well. So essentially just sort of ran away from London for a couple months. I've become a photographer when I'm traveling. Yeah, honestly, like there's also so much shit that I still haven't posted. Like most of the stuff that you'll see is on the stories, and I've got these little like what are they called? The story highlights. But yeah, that's sort of it. I've got a lot still to post, but I wonder if I've got a little example here. Yeah, perfect. If I go screen share here. Oh, and I went to Italy recently as well. That's right. I went to Rome, to the Vatican, and then to Naples and Amalfi. But just some of the stuff was, I don't know why it looks so weird here. There's supposed to be little flags here. Oh, okay. For some reason the emojis aren't coming across, but this is Spain, Morocco, Portugal, I guess, as the flags. And this is just some of the places that we went to. If it decides to load, my internet's a little bit dodgy at the moment, but yeah, had an incredible time. Just sort of blasting around Europe, trying to avoid the grey of London. But I mean, now obviously it's dark, but it's been absolutely beautiful in these last couple of days here. As you can see here, that was us in the Sahara. This has been Portugal. Just beautiful vibes, beautiful times. And this was Rome the other week. And also like the benefit, I guess, of traveling this time of year is obviously it's busy, but it's not as crazy as you'd expect. It's not as crazy as you'd expect normally. I'm just gonna put my laptop here as well for now, while this is in the background. What have you got here? The Cliff Drive stream. Where is it? That Cliff. Oh, is that not still up on the page? Yeah, the one in Montenegro. That was interesting. So super fun, or not fun? Actually, kind of unfortunate fact that happened with that was so that yeah, when I was driving in Montenegro, we're going up a bunch of cliffs and stuff, which is really sick. Except that it was super foggy and there were buses coming the other way, and it was a sort of death drop on your side. A bunch of footage I got from that has been corrupted, unfortunately. So I pulled it onto my computer. So I essentially was sort of going through all my USBs and like putting all my SD cards and USBs in because I was setting up this PC and trying to like format Windows and format it from another computer. I pulled out this SD card. I was just testing everything, and I forgot what was on it at first. I sort of put it in. The SD card was corrupted, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just like wipe it." It wasn't like turning up. I'm sure I could have like figured something out, but it wasn't like appearing, which was really grim. So I wiped it, and then like a day later, I realized, oh shit, I think that was the footage from Montenegro from that cliff. So that was really unfortunate. So I'm pretty sure that I've wiped a lot of that footage, which sucks quite a bit. But I guess it just means I'll have to go back because, fun fact, I'm going to be going back in July this year. So when it's actually like peak summer, hopefully we get a car. We'll do an actual proper another live stream through there. I sort of know where I'm going, what I'm doing now a bit more. And again, hopefully by that point, we've got a few more, like bit more consistency so I can properly, explore and like sort of talk about know what I'm doing with a bit more sincerity, and it'll be a little bit safer. But that's the sort of general vibe that I've been having over the last few months. Now we are back in London. I've been sort of hospitality working for the past few months, just to pay the bills, living out here in the north of London. It's been beautiful, as I said. I am leaving my hospo job, so that's interesting. Yeah, managing a lot of footage and traveling is tough. Yeah, it's it was unfortunate as well because I don't know if I mentioned this too, but so I brought my drone out and I got to fly the drone in the snow when I was driving back from Montenegro to Bosnia. I left it. What was it? I left at 2 a.m. To drive from Montenegro to Bosnia. I think it was between a 4 and 6 hour drive. I was being estimated, but obviously I was driving through snow and I hadn't really driven through snow before. Obviously, being from Australia, I hadn't driven on ice before. Obviously, I had winter tires. It was a bit sketch. And being late at night, I sort of went a bit slower. But because I realized I was making really good time, once I made it into Bosnia and found this really cool snowy area, I launched up the drone, sort of sent it off. It ran out of battery, was coming back, and I think one of the wings froze up a bit, and the wing sort of snapped, which is a bit unfortunate. So I've essentially from that trip, my drone wing is broke. My drone broke, not the whole drone, but obviously the wing broke. My batteries are fucking running low because they're 8 years old now. I think I got that thing back in 2017, so and it's 2025 now, yeah. So it's 8-9 years old, which is crazy that it's still flying. And now the footage is corrupted, but that's just the sort of shit that happens. Also, you got to make backups. So you sort of live and you learn. But now I'm looking at sort of animation gigs, marketing gigs, anything sort of where I can try and be somewhat creative and use that bit of creativity. Um, this seems to be working, which is good. My for some reason my laptop's been like glitching out and doesn't want to actually load internet properly. But I can see that it's live on my phone, and I can see that there are chats coming through, which is good. So thank you, DDS, for that. Um, yeah, beauty. Okay, so it's still working on my phone. That's good to know. That's very, very good to know. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and keep the YouTube chat on my computer and the Twitch chat on my phone, even though there's no actual Twitch chat here, but we'll see. So now you're doing part time. So no, I guess technically technically I'm full time in hospitality at the moment, but I'm leaving in. I gave my like month's notice, and I'm quitting in mid to late May. So, because I guess the idea was because I'm here for 2 years, I wanted to be in Europe. I wanted to like travel as much as possible, as I've said 500,000 times. And so one of the things that I'm doing soon is I'm going to Monaco for the Grand Prix, which will be insane. So if for some reason you're going to be there, fucking hit me up because that'd be amazing. But I sort of use that as like a date for me to leave this hospo gig. The reason I'm leaving is because one, I want to obviously like leave hospitality, but two, I'm sort of schlepping from. It's not a mad trek, but I'm going from here down to Belgravia way, which isn't super far. It's like 20-25 minutes on a bike, 15 if I'm just being super quick. But when it's late at night and they start closing up the parks because they close up the parks at midnight, and you sort of have to chuck your bike over or like go some extra long ways. It's just a bit grim, to be honest. And I'm just knackered and exhausted. So I thought, fuck it, we'll quit there. Try and force myself again to get some industry work. And if that doesn't work, I'll just, I guess, walk around and find someone that will pay me to stand around and look pretty, or if I can do something during the day. But we're still working 5 days a week. So yeah, grim. I've thought about office work, hotel work, working in a gym, doing all that sort of just menial tasks. But we'll find something. I've also worked in a hotel for hospital. It's a lot of work. Yeah, how was that? That's an interesting one because I've worked in a receptionist in a doctor's receptionist job before, which was interesting. I've done a weird amount of jobs. I've worked in a party shop as a retail assistant. I blew up balloons and sold costumes. I worked in a call center for a week until I realized it was a scam, and so I left there. Worked in a bunch of different hospitality things, all over that spectrum. Done like groundskeeper work. I worked on like it was like a stadium, but they turned it into a golf course at one point. There's been a whole bunch of really interesting jobs. But my favorite is obviously just like realistically is working in a creative studio. Actually, speaking of which, today it's fucking hectic. Yeah, no, I can I can imagine that. People on holidays especially as well. You'd think they'd be relaxed, but yeah, when it comes to that sort of like admin stuff on their holidays, they'd be a nightmare. So extra super grim with that end. Um, yeah. Also, if you are on Twitch, we've got chat on YouTube as well going. I should figure out how to put my chat on the screen. Actually, that's probably a good idea. Here, can I go multi-chat? How on earth? I need to figure out how to get this onto my. Sorry, let's figure this out real quick. Stream elements, multi-chat overlay. Oh, you know what? I can do it through here probably. Let's learn this together. We're gonna go screen share. So you can now see what I'm doing. I've got this is what my little Twitch dashboard looks like, and you can see all my Twitch chat here. My YouTube chat's here, Twitch chat's here, which is empty, and multi-chat combines them together, and we'll have that little icon. As you can see, JVS is my mod. And I've got this little thing here, so we've got any alerts that come through will pop up. So as you can see, if I say somebody, I don't know, follows me, we'll get a little ding, 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 which is kind of cool. That's just on Twitch, not on YouTube, but that's a fun little element there. That's a tester, obviously. But I want to see if I can put a chat on my screen. So let's see, if I go browse gallery, and I'm just sort of worried what's going to come up here, but we'll see. Chat widgets, perfect. I fucking hope this works. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's like the hospitality work is fun for a bit, and then you just like, and it's great when you've got good people, but then some days can just make you want to put your head through a wall. Like for example, last night. Oh, here's a bit of not quite drama, but yeah. So yesterday, we had a wine tasting, which is always interesting because I I'm not great at differentiating different types of wine. Actually, speaking of which, I've got a little example here. I made like a little big batch of bolognese the other night and bought this bottle of Chianti from Lidl. And I'll be honest, you could tell me this was a 50-pound bottle of wine or a 5-pound bottle of wine, and I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But I mean, it worked great in the it worked great in my bolognese. But yeah, the reason I bring that up is because we had a little wine tasting with one of the other, like, the people who own our restaurant own another restaurant pub as well, and so it was a good little convo of people. It was essentially just a good excuse to get a little bit buzzed before work, which you weren't supposed to, but whatever. God, this isn't working now. Now nothing's fucking loading. But the reason I bring that up is because on the same day we had a wine tasting, we had a full redo of our menus, and there was a full redo of the food and the till system. So everything was new. It was like the first day. It was really funny because none of the management knew what was going on, and so that was all chaotic. And I was just sitting there, happy-go-lucky. It was actually such a fucking good vibe. And like it was kind of just like the whole house was on fire. It's like, you know what it was like? It's like the fucking this thing. It was like this, just having a fun little time, just sitting there chilling. I was having a grand old time. Everyone else was sort of running around like headless shooks, and it was great fun for me. So that was a good time. I'm very curious why I can't find my little chat widget though. Why is this so difficult? That's not coming in my face, is it? No. Nothing's coming up. Let's see. How to view overlay on screen. Okay, here we go. We've got a little demonstration here. So using SE Live, your accounts, blah, 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 blah. Go to your dashboard. Go top right, settings. Now once you're here, scroll down to the bottom of the page. That's not... Yeah, okay, that's not helpful. That was super unhelpful. So it gets worse if the management's not taking any care of your work. Yeah, look, that is a good thing about this place that I'm at, is it's the first place where I found where like I actually enjoy the management on the most part. Like my 2 direct managers are like absolute G's. So that's really, really nice, and that's really like obviously positive and helpful. So I do appreciate that quite a bit. In saying that, it's still obviously there's things that could be improved, and at the end of the day, it's still hospitality. So not my favorite thing in the world. But let's see. I think. Oh, hold on. If I go browser now, let's see if this works. Chat, and I go paste that URL in. That's not right. Copy current address. Why isn't that working? Inspect. No. Sorry. This is a fun little. Don't you love when we do this sort of fucking live issues? Why on earth? Okay, I'm gonna have a look on Google on my computer here. Alrighty, laptop's there. That's fine. Phone's charging. Laptop's got plenty of charge. How to have multi-stream element. Sorry. How to have multi-chat overlay OBS. Here we go. Okay. From Stream Elements. Okay, so I want to go create new overlay, add the chat widget. So, go to your Stream Elements overlays page. Where the fuck is that? This is Stream Elements, new widget. That doesn't seem right. No. Okay. Okay, what if I go here? Stream element. I'm a little bit worried about leaking something. Oh, holy shit. By the way, folks, I got a freelance gig and I completed it at UCF. Holy fuck, congratulations, man. How'd you land that? That's sick. Did you reach out or did they come to you? Because I've seen you been posting heaps online, and that's fucking awesome. It's like genuinely super congratulations. That's incredible. How did that come around? That's mad. That's so sick. Stream elements overlay, ID overlay. Come on. In the background as well, I'm gonna try and see if we can figure this out. Overlays. Where is overlays? Dashboard. Lovely, it's just not popping up. And now I'm just seeing on my screen right now a little white screen of death, which is really fun. If you can see an overlays button on here, that'd be helpful. Awesome. Okay, so we want to go overlays, sick, and then add new overlay. If it wants to. Why the fuck is everything loading so slowly? Like, my internet speed is decently fast. Look at that. I've got very fast internet. So why is it being so frustratingly annoying? Do I go create new overlay? Cool. We go, that's correct. We're overlay resolution 1080p, sure. And then I want to go to maybe later. Sorry, buddy. Where are we? Chat. No. Here we go. Streams chat. Okay. Is that it? Is that okay? We got our beautiful little chat here. That's fine. It can be. We'll make it white. Messages fade after yeah, that's fine. Messages. We don't need delay. We don't have nearly enough chats for it to be delayed. Okay, cool. So that's all good. And then I'll go to hit save. Call this chat. And let's see if this is going to work. Little drum roll. Oh, look at that. My mouse goes up the screen when I drum roll there. Okay. And then, so if I now go to plus element, is it going to turn off on my elements here? No. Sick. Wet. Maybe this, copy overlay URL. Okay. And then I want to go here, browser, call it chat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, we'll go back to webcams, call it chat. Hey, look at that. I got a successful little chat working. Oh, that's actually so cool. I'm happy with that. I don't quite know why it's, here we go. Why is it sort of see-through-esque? Position, style, size, that's fine. I want it to be more see-through. Oh, that's why. Custom. Where the fuck's the custom button? Okay. You know what, we'll give the text a little stroke as well. So if I make it white text, black stroke, that should work. White text, black stroke. Other way around, sorry. Black text, white stroke. That should work a little bit better. Or maybe not. Jesus, this is fucking grim. Let's just get rid of the stroke entirely. That's fine. Oh, here we go, sorry. No, it's from the freelancer website. I participated in a context that had led to the client. Fucking A. Mate, congratulations. That's mad. That's actually so sick. You should be so, that's genuinely incredible. Like, that's the dream. That's, wow. Yeah, like I don't know if I mentioned this the other day. Wait, why isn't this working now? Now the chat's not coming up on the screen. Love that. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day when I was on, but I'll say it again. I was chatting to this guy, a journalist, who was essentially telling me he's been seeing a similar issue in journalism as he has in sort of the world of creativity, like the creative arts, is that the whole idea of studio work, obviously it's still there, but it's a way where they can often sort of, you know, overwork you, underpay you, that whole usual jazz. And what a lot of people are finding now is it's been that way for a while, but it's like freelancing is the way to go. And so if you can find like a steady flow of income that way, then, you know, that's fucking clutch. That's prime. That's exactly what you want. So absolutely, you know, slay for that. That's mad. Very proud of you, man. That's sick. Let's see if this is now going to update. Oh, okay. I think my room's a little bit too dark for it to be that color. My streams chat, I need it to be whiter. Cool. I don't understand why it just like disappears. But whatever. A little bit frustrating, but we're almost there. We're almost there. Browser, chat, paste, bang. Lovely. Okay, so now I can actually see the chat on the screen. Beautiful. Pop that there. And if I go to my screen share, it's a little bit worse for wear, but I have a chat on the screen. Cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. We've got something working finally, which is good. We have a sip of wine, sip of water, and then finally get started. Yeah, actually, can I just confirm that this is working? If I type in Twitch chat, let's just say text message. I want to see if this comes up there too. Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta send it on my phone. Test message. That pops up there. Does it pop up in this chat? No. Interesting. But if I put one in here, I have a feeling that this chat is just... Is it even updating? Wait. I realized I put the same thing into... okay, yeah. So my Twitch chat is not appearing in this multi-chat. Sick. That's not fucking helpful at all, is it? God damn it. That's so unfortunate. Leave page. Whatever. We've got YouTube chat on the screen at least, and because Twitch doesn't... Yeah, it appeared in YouTube. Yeah, I sent... I'll show you what I've got here. Here. If I go into my screen share. We've got YouTube messages, and then the Twitch one here. It's lagging a lot. Yeah. Wait, as in like, my face is lagging a lot, or there's a big delay in the messages there? Because yeah, I think there's a massive delay here. Yeah, there's like a good like 10-second delay, which is strange. But that'll be something I'll have to fix another time, honestly. Because absolutely fuck that. I'm going to try and actually get something done now. Sick. All right, so that's fine. That's working. Let's get on to what we came here for. So we've got a couple steps here today. As I said, we're going to start. That tastes fucking horrible. Oh my god, that was so much better yesterday. What the fuck? Sorry, that's grim. It's only been open for a day as well. Anyway, or 2 days maybe, whatever. So the game plan is we're gonna have a look through a couple of videos. We'll sort of go back and forth here. So first things first is if I go screen share here, I want to show you what we've got going on. So I've got a few videos here that I want to check out. Number one, Wallace and Gromit Animators React. We started it the other day and I thought we'll just give it another run, sort of go through it. I'm not sure if we'll get through the whole thing because it is 24 minutes and I like to yap and talk way too much. But that's part number one. Part number two is this rebooted short film, and the reason I bring this up is because this is an incredible stop motion short film if you haven't seen it. That I don't think they didn't reference in here, but it references one of the... So the guys who make Wallace and Gromit reference some early stop motion films, and this stop motion film is a reference to those early stop motion films. It's a really nice little piece there to watch. Then also, I thought just like as, you know, VFX artists, we'll have a little gander here. So we've got 2 new movie trailers that have come out. So context as well, haven't actually seen the Tron movies. I've seen a bunch of clips on them, about them, but I've never actually watched them myself. But I saw a couple days ago, we've got Mission Impossible trailer, 12 million views, Tron trailer, 11.5 million views. Kind of got to see him, because this one is going to have incredible, like, you know, wire removal, that sort of VFX, and it'll be interesting to see if we can sort of pick out what is real and what's not. Likely we won't be able to pick it out. But this one here will be, like, most likely, like, full CG. Will be interesting to watch. So I think what we'll do is we'll start, with the Tron one, just sort of see what, you know, Disney's multi-million Tron sort of series can do. I wonder if it's got a budget for this film as well. That's come out yet. 400, whoa. So this is a $400 million film, allegedly. Okay. I don't know where that stat is from, but let's see. So we'll give this a little watch through. I'll stay quiet for most of it, and then we'll give it a second watch through and see how we go. Let's see. I've shared with you the video that I did for that project on Instagram. Oh, mad. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to watch this through, and then I'm going to check that Instagram one, because that's sick. Let's see how this goes. Am I... Yeah, perfect. Okay, it's live. Here we go. Actually, let me just make, sorry, I keep going back and forth. Make sure the sound's actually up. Sorry if this becomes too loud, but we'll see.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Testing.
Unit 12,
Okay.
acknowledging dispatch.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
120 miles per hour, last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
Should have probably said this because I haven't seen it. Not got a fucking clue what's going on here right now. But I can make a guess that this is fucking CG. We can probably actually recreate something like that. We can almost definitely recreate something like that.
I'm looking for.
Let's see how that's done. Yeah, it's just a glowy emission texture. And then that's just a really bright light, and then we just sort of blast it through. Bunch of particles, and then have a car that we don't even actually have to split the car into. Like, there's no, honestly, as far as an effects shot go, obviously there's heaps that goes into that, but it's such a clean split that this would be a pretty simple, well, relatively speaking, VFX shot for us to do.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
This whole thing's just gonna be like neon flashing, isn't it? Like an epileptic person's nightmare. That's fucking
Ready?
disgusting. Oh, that's sick. Holy shit. Sorry, let's just have a little look at that again. That's very cool. Again, I mean, we made a material that obviously it doesn't do exactly this, but I remember with 6-7 months ago, we made a material that does this sort of, you know, morphing between two different states. So we could totally recreate something like that, just not as good, obviously. Especially with all these, like, I mean, this whole thing we could do with geonodes potentially. All these, like, little cubes that are forming and then disappearing. But for example, this, hold on, if I go back, this little wireframe come over to the hands there. Something like that could be done. Very cool, though. Very, very cool looking.
Because there's no going back.
I mean, it just looks like a really sick looking movie, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun. And that's the original Sean, which we won't be taking a look at. Hold on. I've just got a message here from DVS. Let's have a look. The topology of that model can be seen on that transaction. Hold on. Let's open up the Insta real quick. Let's see. I'm popping on my phone real quick. Let's put it to this Gmail. Here we go. Oh, a little gym workout. Very, very. Am I right to put this on stream, or do you want me to keep this off? I'll wait for a response before actually I go live with that or not. What the fuck? I need to see this on a bigger screen. Let me know if I can put this up on stream. X train. Probably the one that can be seen. Position. Probably shouldn't go into that there. Here, hold on. Let's see if I can pull up my. Oh, I shouldn't. Let's make sure I'm not. Hold on. Don't want to leak any messages. Let's go here, and let's go here, and here. Alrighty, yeah, let me know if I can show this on stream, but I'm just going to watch in the background here. Just for context, watching DVS, one of our most consistent viewers and contributors, has done a freelance work here. I'm very curious what this X-Train thing is as well. Let's see. Did you have to model this character as well? Like, did you model everything here? I'm actually very curious. Like, did you have to make the whole space? What was the vibe of this? I'm very curious. Oh wait, hold on. My fucking chat there is extremely delayed. Yeah, it should be a little bit better here. For context, I'll just show a little flash screen share here. These little machines. By the way, content as well, this is probably one of my least favorite machines at the gym because it fucking kills my shins. Absolutely hate it. So if anything can work to make it a bit less painful, that would be wonderful. But very, very cool. You've done everything. Jesus, mate, I hope you got paid for that. Because that's a lot of shit going on here. Very nice, smooth little camera work. I like you animated the guy's face as well to be a bit of a struggle. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. What is this thing? It doesn't want to come up on my Google. That's fine. Very cool. Very, very cool job though. Very good. Very cool gig. Congrats. That's mad. That's really, really sick. Oh, I wonder actually as well then, if I go, hold on. I'm just curious if there's, that's all e-tron, okay. I was wondering if I go into Blender and type in Tron, if we could find like some of those Tron cycles. But it's just giving us Audi e-tron, Audi e-tron, Audi e-tron. But I guess the sort of vibe of what that whole Tron cycle was basically just like a plane like this. That was, you know, all super duper long. Everything was all really geometric as well. And then just, you know, emission texture on the outside and then sort of see-through on the inside. I wonder if we can recreate it. I feel like my brain's not turned on enough for this. But let's give it a little glass one. And if I then go into, I mean, honestly, that's sort of, that's obviously not it. But, damn, where's that glow gone? Why is it not glowing? I remember back in like an old version of Eevee, you could like turn on an emission and it would actually glow properly. But for some reason it doesn't want to anymore here. Let's just make our background black. Boop. Like so. Maybe not actually black, but we can do we can see that it's, you know, low-key see-through. I'll put a little Suzanne head on this side, so we actually can see that something's, you know, peering through. Lovely. Okay, so there's a little glowy see-through thing, and then I would like the emission texture, please and thank you, to be more like blown out. Why is it not blown out? That's frustrating. Not mix. I want to go principal BSDF. Obviously, there's a nice way to do this, but wonder why it doesn't glow anymore. Do you remember like back in an old version of Blender how things would like sort of, when you turn on the emission, especially in Eevee, it would like glow nicely. Oh, it's not on my GPU. I don't want it on my fucking CPU. But yeah, there was like a button somewhere where it would nicely glow, and that's gone. That's unfortunate. But yeah, oh wow. Fucking Tron effects, obviously that's not it, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I'll turn back onto my webcam. Done everything, 101 euros. It's a new product, won't be available to search. Ah, sick, very much. Like, it costs 101 euros, or you got paid 101 euros for that? Actually, I shouldn't ask what you got paid, sorry, but that's sick. Go to composite. Yeah, Bloom wasn't there. That's what it was called, though, Bloom. Oh, fuck, in compositing. Right, sorry, stupid me. Jesus, thank you. See, this is, can you tell it's been a while since I've been in a CG program? It's been a fucking long ass time. Use nodes. Bloom. Wait, what the fuck? Why is Bloom not? What in the shit? What happened to the Bloom node? Bloom in Blender. The Bloom effect. Add a glare node. Okay, so it's in glare. And I want to turn on. What? That's. There it is. Yay! Okay. Cool. And then we'll just go here. Oh, I just want to see if this will actually work or not. We're just fucking around at this point. New material. Beautiful glass. And then that's going to be assigned to the glass. That's going to be assigned to the red emission. Cool. Thank you very much. Cool. And then compositing. I just need a fucking camera. Cycles, GPU, whatever, that's fine. And now, if I go into my compositing tab, why the fuck doesn't it appear? Backdrop. There's so many goddamn samples. Oh my god, this is annoying. There we go. Yay. We did it. But that's what it is. I wonder what. Oh, viewer is what I need. I need a viewer node. That's right. Cool. Lovely. So now we can see what it would look like. Delightful. And if I then, grab that little guy and move him out, stretch him out a little bit, then we'd be able to glow properly. And we never connect to our bike. Wow, sick. Tron. I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. Sorry. Let's just get rid of that. Good job though. That's mad. That's really, really sick. Alrighty. So let's go back onto our little webcams. So that was like little number one. I guess thoughts on that Tron trailer. As someone who has never actually watched the original Tron, maybe I should now, especially being a VFX artist. Maybe I should watch that because it is a very VFX heavy movie and will probably be up for some Oscar awards, potentially. But that just wasn't hyping me at all, actually. I don't have any interest to watch that movie. Godspeed if you do, but that's not, unfortunately, my vibe. I guess the one that I'm probably more interested in, which I will say, I didn't actually watch the first half. I've seen a lot of Mission Impossibles, haven't seen the most recent one, but, I mean, as a massive fan of, any sort of stunt work, this is sort of going to be incredible. I will say that I haven't seen too much recently. Actually, probably the most recent thing that I watched start to finish was Invincible, the TV series, which is incredible if you haven't watched it. Fucking amazing show. Would highly, highly, highly recommend for that. That's incredible. But let's give this a little watch through and sort of see if we can pick. I mean, let's just give it a view through first without being, finicky VFX artists and see what we can do. I hope there's no copyrighted music.
This can't all be true.
Jesus Christ, though. He really loves his, flying a plane. If you've seen the, I'm going to be stopping every couple of seconds. If you've seen the, what is it, Top Gun, the new one. Is it Maverick? Top Gun Maverick? Anyway, there was that sort of sequence where he, did the zooming through, Top Gun Maverick, flying through cabin or whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, this thing. He's a big fan of these sort of very intense flying through valley sort of vibes. Two's not a lot of times, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
This can't all be true.
And the fact that this is probably real as well is insane. To a certain point, I am very worried about copyright right now as well.
CIA black.
Oh, it's just gonna give, we're just gonna look back in old Mission Impossible movies. Is that Nick Offerman?
Am I reading this correctly?
It is. Oh, it's the guy from Parks and Rec.
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant
That was a bit
to
shit.
kill him.
The Kremlin bombing?
That. Come on.
In fairness, the bomb was actually meant to kill him.
That didn't look great.
He gassed us.
It was actually meant to kill him.
What the am I crazy? Am I being like a massive hypocrite here? Obviously I know I couldn't do any better, but Is it just the fact there's like too much dust, but there's like no shadow on him or anything? There's no change in lighting. Like there's these big explosions, which if you've seen, there's like a Corridor digital video about it. A lot of my shit comes from Corridor apparently. But anytime you see like, you know, this sort of red flame from the explosion, that's because obviously they want to see like, you know, the artist wants you to see all the deep flame and effects that they've put into it and all that effort. But in reality, it's supposed to be a lot more blown out. And there's no like interaction with him at all. Like he's got a very clean white shirt. There's no glow. There's no nothing from these bombs.
He gasped.
There's not even when he gets thrown away there. See, that's what it should look like. A big, nice, like, glowing out explosion. But you've got no haloing on him at all there.
He gasped.
Interesting. Let's see. I didn't want to watch it yet other than watching on VFX Artist React. Oh, shit. Sorry.
A security.
Well, we can be a VFX Artist React then. I will say I do love these effects that they do. I know this is like a 10-year-old effect now, or even more. But they're like face masks and stuff. Look incredible, especially because of how good you can get a prosthetic nowadays.
That was
It is incredibly
just 2
done.
months ago.
This explains the handcuffs. It's still not clear why he's here.
If we want to bring the world back from the brink,
Where's this? Where is that in the UK? No, it's got like it's got the underground sort of insignia, but I don't recognize this or the big Napoleon-esque
bring the
statue.
world back from the brink.
Maybe I'm uneducated there.
We have to deal
Most
with
likely
him.
that.
Should he choose to accept?
Oh, that's sick. Sorry. Very cool shot for starters. I don't know why my bitrate's so goddamn low. But this next shot, not that one, it looks like he's under ice or something there. That's insane. And I'm guessing as well he's done that for real, but that's beautiful.
Smart people on every side are close to panicking.
What exactly is your plan?
What, is he becoming Captain America? This is like some Age of Ultron Captain America bullshit. Turning him finally into a superhero.
All your secrets.
Speaking of which, is that Peggy Carter? It is! Maybe my Captain America joke wasn't too far off.
All your secrets compromised.
Everything you are, everything you've done.
Oh, the famous Dubai. It's just like, this is just like a highlight reel of all the shit that he's done. You got the famous Dubai shot, where he had to like fire his stunt guy to be able to do this shot. A lot of him just falling off buildings. This is the one where he like broke his leg, as you can see. I think he was supposed to make the jump, but smashed his leg into there and broke his leg. Killed filming for like 6 months. Behind the scenes in this shot as well is really sick, where he actually like they built a ramp that he could jump off. He wasn't just driving off a cliff, like a natural cliff. It was a natural cliff, but they built a ramp off it. But also really sick.
Let's come to this. You gave him an aircraft carrier?
Our lives are the sum of our choices. This was your calling.
He really enjoys this like head grab sort of move, doesn't he?
This was your calling. Your destiny. I have no regrets. Neither should you.
Jesus.
I need you to trust me. One last time.
I mean, it's been 10 movies by now. I'm sure they can trust him that he's going to get the job done. See, that looks sick. That's a movie that I would go and watch. It's, you know, little circle jerk of all this stuff, but that's fucking cool. That's very cool. But yeah, I'm very keen for seeing like an actual full breakdown of not just the trailer, but hopefully the whole movie, because that looks mad. Oh, what's in the background? We don't need to see the Superman sneak peek. That's mad. That looks really cool. Oh, speaking of really cool, sorry, this is just like completely out of the blue, but context. I'm a massive fan of How to Train Your Dragon, and the movie, this movie series, and I don't know if you know, but there's like a live action movie coming out soon. It's had some controversy with the casting or whatever. Don't want to get into that. the trailer looked like very cool. It was a 1-to-1 essential copy of the animated movie, but that's besides the point. How to Train Your Dragon World Universal. If you haven't heard of this, I don't think I've been to a theme park, like an actual US style theme park ever before. But I thought I'll see if this is gonna have it. Okay, this will do. There's this thing called Epic Universe, Universal Studios Florida, and it's essentially got a whole bunch of these Epic Universe worlds. It's like your Disney World sort of thing, but with Universal Studios properties. And so they've got a How to Train Your Dragon one. I don't remember what's in Celestial Park or Dark. Ignore those. Harry Potter World with the Ministry of Magic, that looks fucking sick. Super Nintendo World, if you've seen the one that already exists, it looks sick. So that would be amazing. And the Isle of Berk, absolutely incredible. Like, this is what I'm most hyped for. Massive fan of Harry Potter, but like Jesus, I'll show you as well. Ministry of Magic, Epic Universe. This place on its own looks insane. There's like a ride in there where like they take you through a lift or something, and it looks incredible. But it feels like you're stepping into a movie set. It's just like, this is insane. I want to go so badly. I'm aware it's just a theme park, but I want to go to this place so badly. It looks incredible. But then this is like animated movie brought to life, fucking insane. Agreed as well. DVS, Mission Impossible, insane movie series. Like, just if you just want to like switch your brain off for it, it's just one of those like it's just a perfect action movie that you can watch. Switch your brain off. The good guys are probably gonna win. Spoiler alert: Tom Cruise is still alive 10 movies later. He gets the impossible mission done, but it's sick. If you're a fan of How to Train Your Dragon like me, seeing the stuff on TikTok with this place is just insane. I haven't actually seen this video yet, but we'll sort of jump through it. Are they just going to do a tour of the whole place? I don't think it's officially open yet, so I think it opens like in May. So I'm assuming all these people are invited in early access somehow. But like, you've got little animatronics of dinosaurs everywhere. They've got this ride through the water through Berk, which is sick. I mean, she's not making it look very interesting right now. Come on, I don't care about the food. It's just the fact you've got like all these insane like animated set pieces brought to life is just insane to me. Like, it's so cool. Really nice little wooden carving there of Toothless and Hiccup. Here we go. And like the cast that they use for this just look insane. Like the casting for Hiccup and for Astrid and for Rough Nut and Tough Nut look incredible. I don't quite get why there's a dragon head as a seat. That's a bit weird. Here we go. Like, listen to his voice. It's insane. Is this not fucking incredible? Like, I'm actually obsessed. This is insane. Like, he sounds just like J.B. Russell. It's absolutely incredible. I like, seeing this is just amazing. And like, his mannerisms and his acting is just class. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. There's also one with like a little baby dinosaur as well. If I wonder if they're gonna get it in here. But like, look at some of these sets. It's just, I can't imagine being here. This is just like, just absolute fucking magic to me. It genuinely for a moment had me like considering getting flights to Florida, which I can't believe I'd actually say, for a fucking theme park. This is just insane. I don't care about the toys. Get rid of that shit. Where's the bloody little thing? What is it? How to Train Your Dragon, Epic Universe, Light Fury. This little guy. There was like a Boston Dynamics-esque. I think it was like one of those little Boston Dynamics dogs, but they had it like moving around and shit. And I get like it's for kids and it looks janky and shit, but it's so cute. Like, it just melted me a little bit. Obsessed. Like, actually obsessed. I love this thing so much. I gotta stop fangirling for that for a moment. I've just seen the time as well. If you just give me 5 minutes-ish, I'm just going to grab some food. Because it is 9 o'clock at night right now, which means it's going to be like 1 in the morning for you, DVS. I don't know if you're going to be staying up that long. I'm probably going to be going live for like 2 hours or so. but I'm just going to take a quick little pause to grab a bite. So if you just give me a moment, I'm just going to switch on my little countdown timer. Let's see if we can get this thing working. BG animated timer, and let's put it for 21. Let's say 21:15. If I come back earlier, I come back earlier. All right, put that there. Cool. Back in that time and getting food currently. Cool. All right, I'll be back in a bit. There we go. I was typing at the same time as well, so it works out. There. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, we're unfortunately going to be working all night. I've got my little meal, little bolognese, and so with that, oh shit, is the music still in the background? Hold on. Sorry, Portia. Switch that off. I am going to put my headphones on. Let's see. Can I hear anything? I have not a clue. Let's just check this. God, my hair's so flat right now. Alright, so the sound is back, which is good. Also, I found out finally why the bitrate, because like, okay, I'll show you on this screen, because for some reason it's not coming up. It says here somewhere, where am I? Excellent connection. For a while it was saying like really low bitrate, and I realized it was just a setting in my Twitch stream where the bitrate was fucked for some reason, but whatever, that's not part of the point. We're gonna have a little, God, this is like a barely fucking CJ stream today. And tomorrow we'll try and do a bit more of a CJ stream if I'm live. I'll send you a message either way though if we do go up. Please do get to sleep though, because it's fucking mega late. Let's see. Oh, that's a sick image. Okay. Let's pull this up. Let's go to screen share. Let's take off the timer. And let's go to here, where we are going to have a look through our reboot. Let's watch this little short film. If you haven't seen this, the reason I'm bringing this up is there's a, where am I? There's a famous film from the 60s called Jason and the Argonauts, which I'll show here for a little bit.
You're lost in the movie, and afterwards you go, hang on a minute.
Absolutely incredible, like use of you know, live action and CG sort of interactions, as you can see here. Like incredible work. And the reason I bring that up is because this short film is sort of a reference to that. So I thought we'll just give this little watch through while I'm having a little feed, and we'll have a little chat and discussion through and try and not be too feral with it. So I'm going to hit play here and just see how the sound's sounding. Let's see. Sorry, there's about a 20-second delay, so I'm just watching on my second monitor to see what the delay looks like. Very sorry about this. I think that's okay. Might have to bump up the sound a smidge. Let's go to here. Cool. And let's hit play. I might actually also just mute my mic for now and turn it on when needed. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but very clear, beautiful little lens there as well, but very clear reference to the old Jason the Argonaut. Or, is my sound back on? Yeah, very clear reference to the old Jason the Argonaut sort of style, but with a much more like cutesy little expression going on as well. It's just beautiful. This whole film is just beautifully done. I've seen it half a dozen times. So I will say I don't have much to add to it, but we'll see. I was unaware this was a Screen Australia project. Oh, it's incredible. Fucking, and oh, it's beautiful. That's some country pride right there. As well. I'll just pause as well and say, oh, you've seen it before, beautiful. And it's stunning. I've just realized as well, moving camera. Just to properly give you the vibe. Because like, so when they were doing this sort of like old 60s-esque shot, you can see it was static camera, you know, static shots, because obviously it would be really difficult to make moving shots, moving action shots with stop motion, especially when you're integrating with live action. But the fact they got it here, you know, I'm sure that's a little bit of fake Steadicam there. No, maybe even not. It's just, no, it's got to be fake Steadicam. But then they do like a little pan down as well, like, no, I think that'd be fake Steadicam. But it looks so good. Even with the shadowing under him as well, incredible. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. That's incredible. Because at first I'd think just like, they shot this on 2 different plates and you've got, you know, the water glass is a separate shot they've comped over. But it's see-through as well. Oh, okay, no. But what they've probably done is, I think that is just 2 separate shots and they've sort of probably done a little bit of masking around there. So you can just see this bit here would be like, they drop the opaque, they make it darker, and this bit you can see the water being poured. I'm guessing that's what's been done. Because you can see the water's really dark there, so it looks like it's been sort of... Yeah, okay. It's what, like, for starters, all the like prop work here is insane, but it's also why you can see like the wear and tear on him as well. Like you can see that he's an older character because his bones and joints aren't as polished as they used to be. But you can start to see like the metal bits coming through, which is really cool. gotta say, love this old, like, this is a beautiful reunion, but love the old, like, Terminator 2 sort of effects here. It's great. And those... Oh, excuse me, Jesus. That's so well done. And, like, the little, like, the page numbers as well next to our little character. Also nice with a little Dreamwood instead of DreamWorks. Also funny for a security guard not to notice. Oh my, why has he got a gun? This is Australia. Very interesting universe as well they've got set up here, where you've got stop motion characters interacting with live action characters. Oh, that's sad. That also looks like a full-size prop as well. That's really well done. Oh, wow. God, the VFX in this are beautiful. Genuinely one of my favorite short films ever that I've seen. And the fact that there's no need for any actual, like, oh my god, full skin too, guys. So the fact there's no need for any actual, like, language as well in this. It's kind of Mr. Bane-esque in that way. Love the, like, intentionally old rudimentary VFX as well there. A little bit of casual arson. I also love the idea that the whole thing's, oh, because it's clay he starts to melt as well. Oh, that's terribly sad. Oh, right, it was a dream. Oh, I just want to say, have we got the, I want to say, like, what reflections we've got going on in this character here. Okay, not too bad. I was wondering if you could see these other characters, but not really. Still pretty well done. I also love that for a short film with like so many like complex effects, like the invisible ones in the background, like just little name changes, like this strength is point being done really well. Like this is just incredible, especially with like the foreground elements as well. Insanely well done. On the shadows on the train, they were done really nicely too. Damn. Let's see if we recognize anyone in the credits here. These are all actors, we wouldn't recognize them. Don't know. Not Nish. Damn. Incredible short. Incredibly done. I'll be honest. I'm fucking knackered and I'm working at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I think I might have to call it quits.